did down the stretch, small hard. It's a good journey for us. Not the destination we wanted, but one step short, they got to get back. So we got to keep pressing up here in the sophomore. So they'll have an opportunity to try again with that. The seniors will get the opportunity from this day forward. But again, we love our team. All the guys came together at the right time and keep it at that time.
You guys accomplished so much throughout the year between beating Wise for the county title and playing in the Governor Challenge against Parkville and the teams that I like. Let's talk about the journey throughout the year. I know the ending wasn't great, but what a game tonight and what a year for you.
The game, man, like I said, this is what you guys, grow up here about coaching and the game you want to be in. It's been a great journey. Like I said, I wouldn't want to do it with the guys. My son included, they all my sons have, so I'm here about it. It's a long season. It's 28 games for us as of today. And just tell the guys stay connected, understand what we do at Largo, and just hold the football tennis, the heart, the guards, and the commitment. And just being good people on and off the court. And it's bigger than basketball. And your fathers, uncles, husbands down the road, and when they have lessons while they're here with us at Largo High School, I thought they looked at what they did. All of them, here from the stage and the guys in the locker room holding their heads up. It's a great journey. It's I don't know, it ain't quite sunk in yet. At some point it will. This is my good time as assistant on head coach being there. And it's difficult. Everybody's going to have a moment other than one team. And that's other teams down the hall.
And just my last quick question. You guys this year shown that y'all a team unit, runs through Cam, but you guys shown tonight, and definitely throughout the year y'all a team unit. Just talk about the journey, the brotherhood between all of y'all. And next year, they're going to better.
Sorry, but you guys being accountable to each other. Somebody messes up, guys are talking to them. And when they took over, took part of the ownership of the team throughout the year, where we didn't have to say the same things to people. Be on time, go to class, take credit grades. Saturday practice, please get up and make it. We got guys that couldn't make it this year and didn't have a ride. Somebody wired some money to another player to get him an Uber to get to practice. I knew we were on our way at the time because those are the things that we speak of, but them exemplifying that shows you that they're on their way. So again, like I said, young team, but not inexperienced. Just like I said, just one step short, man. Like I said, find points, they're all out there, just a bucket here, free throw there, a stop here there. And so you want the best for these guys, they didn't get it. This is part of life, man. We get to work every day as adults. These guys, they're on their way to get to that point, but hopefully they can show.
In terms of stops, you guys, both teams made a number of defensive adjustments. I guess I'm thinking on matchup late. You guys are pressing at various times. Talk about that chess match between you and the other coach. You guys, you were dialing up stuff and making adjustments.
Yeah, I was spot on, like I say, we executed good. Like I said, I know we put everything in the right spot. A couple of loose balls here and there, a couple of just balls bouncing this way, that way, and just a lot of layups and transition in the half-court set on the sides and the length, but stuff we usually didn't do. But this is a different stage. We're out here in Maryland, in University of Maryland. Everybody brings about we were here. This was a good game. Like I said, they're a good team. They fought hard. They was about toughness. And just making those tough plays. They made 2 or 3 boards. It was about 6 or 7 points difference.
Last game, was that a 1-3-1 match right now?
Yes, sir. Okay. It was a 1-3-1 match. Like I say, they didn't shoot the ball when they made 2 threes all game, none in the second half. And it helped us out. Just being with the zone, got a rebound out of it. And again, got the toughness to most of the ball. Rebound is about 1-2. And 1-2 didn't.
They had 2 big runs, first and then they came out and took the lead. But you guys both times came back and took the lead. So talk about that resilience, especially like you said, you have some young guys up here. Because those type of runs not teams out again.
Yeah, we've been doing it all year. We got to the end of the year, we're like, we're at the top of hoops again. We're like, yeah, we can play Pacers. We're playing them tomorrow, or 2 days tomorrow for the state championship. Play Riverdale Baptist, Parkville, they're playing for a state championship. Sprimmers Jackson Reed, they just lost the state championship for DC, and on and on and on. Even at the Governor Challenge, Wagner from out of Long Island. Virginia Academy, we got 2 6'9" guys. We were down 17 to them, we were down 15 to Riverdale, came back. Barton down 12 twice, came back. Patriot down 6 3 minutes to go, go up 6 with 30 seconds to lose the game, but that's been us all year. And that's probably the other moment when you look at, okay, they got it in them. and they never back down. They weren't scared. And we played 5 hard basically. We came in our tallest guy, and at some point in time, that payment's gonna be due when you're a little light. When Mr. Cam Grant blew me out back in September. 6'6", 6'7" junior, Adrian Muscle. He wasn't able to play 6'5" post, and try to outrun with efficiency, but again, time is undefeated.
Who are the players who
Yeah, and I come home last year. I go to the HSB. They're up 16 points in the fourth quarter at home against Douglas in the state. It was the quarterfinals, if I'm not mistaken. It was state quarterfinals, and they lose the game. And I felt bad for them. I'm rooting for the Prince George County team. I sat to watch the team lose a 16-point lead at home in the state quarterfinals. And I was a little sick to the stomach because you don't even like to see that for the kids. And they lost the last second shot. And those guys who were juniors, they're back this year. Sometimes that's the motivation to do. Teams like this with 2 freshmen, when you start 2 freshmen, you start a 6-man sophomore, Andre the senior, Cam the sophomore, John Johnson the junior. They don't play organized ball before they're here. Those are our top 6 guys this year. And John Mays, he's our 7th guy today. He's the first to play organized ball as well. So the inexperience can show, and when the guys are a little more hungry, they see that it's do or die, and they've already experienced it. It's a little different. The same thing 07 when he was undefeated. Number 1 in the Washington Post, we lost to the Chevy Chase for the semifinal game. Those juniors on that team, Barry Morton, Obi Sutton, Lee Thomas, Kevin Pollard, all those guys came back in 08. We able to come back and win here in the same spot. I was in the locker room with those guys together because we were defeated them. It was hard. We had lost 6 games prior to this, but again, in experience, sometimes it shows itself. Usually we don't want it to. We look, like you say, all G Christian at the same time. We're just flying the plane, trying to build it at the same time. So maybe we got breaks, man. Sometimes we have a rudder. Who's out there? But we're in the fight here,
For the players,
you're in foul trouble for much of tonight. How hard is it to get into a rhythm when you're in foul trouble? You're the biggest guy on this team as well, so you got to be careful not to pick up more fouls on the interior in situations like that. Talk about how it was kind of hard for you to get into a rhythm in spots tonight because you were in foul trouble, and being that you're the biggest guy on your team, it's tough to not be physical down on the block when you're in foul trouble.
Definitely the factor towards the end of the game. Of course, people are going to be physical, but with the rest, we don't know how to call it offensive hours. So it definitely played a part of me not getting into a rhythm tonight, but I feel like I played the best of my ability to get this rhythm.
Cam, Coach kind of touched on this a little bit, but the fact that you guys are so young and have had so much success this year, I know this is kind of a tough moment right now, but how much do you think about the potential of what you guys can still accomplish while you're here and your teammates are still here in the next few years?
State championship going. So for last year, we were nowhere close. We lost the second round of our league. So coming in this year was making it a statement year. So I feel like that was what we accomplished as a team. And next year, there's only one of the achievements that we can accomplish this season.
And kind of a similar question for either of you guys that want to answer it as well. I mean, just how excited are you for next year, and knowing that you were so close this year, and that you're going to have another crack at it more than once after this?
I feel like we should have got it this year. All got to get out there. I feel like we would have got it.
When he was zooming around, they put number 4 on you aggressive. He wasn't fake guarding, but he wasn't leaving for a while. Talk about what's your response when you see a longer, taller, bigger player really locked into you. What's your response?
We're playing against them every day in practice is not really a factor. Even our practice is probably harder than any game we ever played. So I just kept playing my game, kept thinking about it like how I was going to think about everything.
Christian, on that note, you were really impressive tonight. There's not a lot of freshmen that are playing in that many minutes in a state championship. Talk about your poise in that moment. Obviously not the result you wanted, but being able to kind of step up in this big stage and have a really impressive performance.
Playing with Coach Moore since I was second grade. He taught me everything I know, a lot of everything I know. He's preparing me for this moment. got what we wanted, but again, we could have made bigger plays and made different stops and could have a lot of points out there. We got it back. What we got honestly.
Freshman, sophomore.
One more question. Time for one more question, please.
You guys remember who hit the last bucket, Lisa Kelly? It made it 57 all. Was it? Thank you.
Coach Ward, for the last question, if you could just talk a little bit about, a lot of guys go through their entire public school career and they never get a chance to play in this stage. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the youth of this team. They get, freshmen, sophomores get this in their first or second year of playing high school ball. What will that mean to your group going forward? And when you reflect on this season, what are you going to think about the most?
Just reflecting on it, one of the biggest things is you get it done in public school, on the side, they live, they grew up in the area. It's like, okay, having a high school experience, a lot of guys miss out on. I've got friends, kids, they drive, catch 2 metro buses an hour down the same way wagon, and get up at 5:30 going to 46. And whatever any parent does is their journey. We tell everybody to run their race. These kids, our program, we're just running our race. And when anybody does, it's on them, but it's there. We got coaches in the building, they come out all the time. They call, they come out, we go to games, they get the same experience. So we just want to let everybody know that it's an option no matter what you're here, Largo, and you say, just run your race, do what you need to do as a person, do what's best for you and your kids. This is a good example of it right here. And maybe, entice you guys and maybe sit on the bench somewhere that can be playing in public school with, and take advantage of it. So, it's that journey and you just want the kids, everybody, run your race and everything will be fine.
Thank you, everybody.